Welcome to your Daily Focus, June the 8th, 2022. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. I send it right back to you. Absolutely. Now we have the beautiful 8 energy today. The 8 energy is about our courage, our strength. And it's embracing those parts of us and utilizing them to move forward on our path. It's also about integrity, having a sense of integrity in everything we do, everything we say, who we are, that people can rely on us, people can trust in us. If we do the numerology of the day, it is a 20 energy, 6 plus 8 plus 6. So it's all about turning points in our life, decisions that need to be made, and reconstruction. And when I think of the reconstruction, I think of the 666 energy, because we are in that energy still, because it will resurface and it'll resurface again. So this energy is a little stronger than the other numerology because it is returning. So it's staying with us a little bit. So we may understand a little bit more today where things are out of balance in our life or unfair in our life, and they'll be more noticeable and demand that we look at them. Demand that we understand what we are saying yes to and what we are saying no to, where our focus is, where our drive is. Sun is in Gemini. The moon, I believe, starts out in Virgo, so we should start the day clearing house, getting our ducks in a row, understanding what has value, what doesn't have value. But as we get around lunchtime, I think that's when the moon will move into Libra, and it'll be a little harder to make decisions under the Libra energy. It always is, because we seem to see both sides of the coin, so to speak. We tend to sit on the fence a little bit more because we can see both arguments clearer. Both options are good. Both options are bad. And trying to sort our way through all of that. The Libra moon also moves in a beautiful energy that we want to create harmony in our lives, a balance in our lives. We could be, and watch when you're trying to create harmony in your life, because sometimes we can give a part of ourselves away or make a compromise that doesn't really work with us, but it'll work for the collective, and so we go with it. And we shouldn't be giving any part of ourselves away, any part of our power away, ever. Those compromises that we make should reflect beauty in our world as well as the collective. So things might seem a little bit out of balance today or a little unfair, and they'll become a little bit more noticeable in our life for us to look at it, to understand it better, and understand our walk forward a little bit better. Now, I think the moon is not getting along with Jupiter today, and so we may commit to something that we really don't have the resources yet for. We'll say, oh yeah, we can do that. This is going to be in, this is going to happen. And so be careful of that, because we could end up in hot water, making promises that we don't really have the resources to keep that promise at the present time. Wait until all your ducks are in a row. Wait until, before you make that commitment, before you say, yes, I can do this. Yes, I can move forward in this way. Yes, I'll be there on that date. You want to make sure that you have the resources to do it, whether it's time, energy, or it could be an actual resource. It could be finances, an item. Let's see what the cards have to say for today. The Nine of Cups is here, the Wish card, but we didn't look at the... Oh, look at this. That's our Shadow card. The Shadow card says, okay, you may feel like things are out of balance. You may feel like some things have been very unfair in your life. There may be a tired energy around us. This card is about our strength, our bravery, our courage, our lessons, the sage wisdom that we have taken in. And yes, we get tired. Look at us. We're laying there face down. The sun is breaking through those clouds. So we may not feel the warmth of the new beginnings, of the new tomorrow that is awaiting for us, but it is starting to happen. And we will push ourselves up. We will brush ourselves off, and we will stand strong and true to walk our path. So this is a card that says that the main learning periods are over for you. The chaos, the struggles. That you have gained what you needed in order to go forward now. You have the strength, you have the wisdom, you have the intuition. And then we have the Nine of Cups, and the Nine of Cups is all about making wishes. So today definitely is a day to write your bucket list, things that you want in your life, in different areas of your life. To grow them in your mind. To grow them to a point in your mind where you actually step into it and you can experience the happiness, the joy, the pride, the sense of accomplishment by meeting that goal. Then we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is, okay, first of all, the Hierophant, God, your angels, your spirit guides are there. They're willing to help you. They are enabling you to go forward in the way you want. You have to tap into that sage wisdom of yours. You have to tap into your intuition. You have to do what feels right for you. And to have a belief in yourself. And knowing that you've got this. That you've got the talents, you've got the abilities, you've got the potential to blow it out of the water, so to speak. And our third card, oh my goodness, this card just keeps coming up and coming up and coming up. It is a time of healing. To allow yourself to go through the emotions. If you have been depressed or upset about something or in tears or just feeling like you just don't have any oomph in your step. It's about stopping and allowing yourself to heal a little bit. Take a cat nap if you must. Wake up feeling refreshed. Look for help outside of yourself to work through the energy of your healing. Maybe get a Reiki session done. Or go and yoga. To forgive yourself. We're so mean to ourselves. We would never be that mean to another person, and yet we do it to ourselves consistently. We don't give ourselves an ounce of credit. And it's about forgiving yourself. Whatever you've walked through, whatever has saddened you, whatever has pulled you down, this is the day to look at it and to have compassion for yourself. Knowing that you needed to walk through whatever lesson it was for your own internal growth, for your strength, for your wisdom, for your clarity. And know that you are a stronger person because you've walked through a sadness or a chaos or a struggle. Or perhaps you're doing that now, but stop thinking that if you would have done things differently, you would have been in a whole different boat, because that isn't how it happens, okay? You were supposed to walk through these things. As hard as they are sometimes to walk through, they're put on our path for a reason. And it's to give us wisdom. It's to give us strength. It's to give us confidence in who we are and belief in who we are. And to point out some things about ourselves that we don't see unless it's pointed out to us. So allow healing energy. This is a beautiful day to take a bubble bath and just relax, or do a prayer or meditation on your healing. or talk through the difficulties that you have been through and allowing it to stay in the past, taking the lesson with it and leaving the emotion behind. We'll get a mantra card here. So the Three of Swords has been coming up quite regularly for us. So are we taking time to nurture ourselves? Are we taking time to take care of ourselves? Are we taking time to acknowledge the beautiful person that we are? The giving, caring, loving, supportive person. And it's not an easy pill to swallow, saying that we were supposed to walk through that there was no avoiding it. It would have happened in one way or another, but eventually you would have had to walk through that lesson in order to gain the knowledge. And it makes you strong. It makes you competent. It makes you powerful. Allow the healing and know that you made the best decisions You made the best decisions possible under the influences that were around you and the choices that were actually available to you at that time. You know, we can look back at something 10 years ago and say, oh, I should have done this or that. That's only because you've gained the knowledge in the last 10 years to know that you should have done that. But that option was not available to you at the time, or it wasn't feasible at the time. It might have been there, but it didn't look that great. And it probably wasn't, because you still would have had to walk through the energy in a different way. So stop blaming yourself for these things and start knowing that it was given to you as a gift. And I know that's pretty easy to say and pretty hard to swallow, but it truly is given to us as a gift so that we become stronger, that we become, that we can tap into our sage wisdom and understand things that we wouldn't have understood any other way. And allow healing in your life. Moving forward, get ready for positive change. Moving forward. So I kind of get this as, it's like a timeout day for us, isn't it? To tap into us. To have that conversation. Where do I feel out of balance? Where do I feel like life hasn't been fair to me? Or a person wasn't fair, or that situation wasn't fair? And work your way through it and understand it, because you want to shed this kind of energy so that you can move forward. And this is preparing us to get ready for positive changes. Because once you know the truth and instill the truth in yourself, you're not going to stay there anymore. You know there's something great waiting for you. So situations and events of the past are clearing. And sometimes we have to go through the sadness. Sometimes we have to go through the lower vibration in order to release that vibration so that we can step into a higher vibration. So that we can feel strengthened and in control and in balance. So it's time to turn negative experiences into positive and more rewarding futures. You have the resources and ability to move forward now. Take a leap of faith, knowing that the angels will open doors for you and present a clearer and smoother road ahead. And don't let fear or stagnation hold you back. The mantra is, I'm ready to move forward with confidence. So it definitely is. Did I hold that card up so that you could see it nice? Look at that, huh? It's like a crystal kingdom that we're going through. Riding on a polar bear's back. My goodness. Take a leap of faith, knowing the angels will open doors for you. But we have to acknowledge our hurts. We have to acknowledge our sorrows. We can't just push it down. We push that down, it's going to come out at a really bad time in our lives, and we won't even know that they're connected. We'll just go, I don't know what happened. I just snapped like a little dry twig in the forest. I don't know what went on there. But it was probably something that you tried to push down, tried not to look at. And this is a day where we need to look at those things and feel the sadness. Allow a tear to go. It's a part of the healing process, but we can't stay there. And knowing that, we reach out for help. We reach out for support. We reach out for love from the people that we trust, or maybe a professional, depending on what we're going through. Because we know that we need to prepare ourselves for a wonderful adventure going forward. I think the moon is actually not getting along with a couple of planets in the sky today. So it is about our emotions and about our feelings today. And chances are we'll notice that something is out of balance or something isn't fair. Even if we really haven't gone through any major struggles over the last little bit, other things will be pulled up to say we need to heal from this before we go forward. We need to look at it. We need to reconcile it. We need to forgive ourselves or turn that forgiveness outwards to others. And we have the horse, freedom. So look at that, our horse shows up. I keep hoping that the words will come up so I can actually read it and so that you can see the card the whole time. But that's not happening. So your heart is pure and free. A greater purpose calls to you. You have unlimited reserves and stamina and strength. You follow the winds of change and accomplish your dreams. Following the winds of change. And you can't do that if you are still hurting. If you're still in a very low energy field because of sorrow, because of conflict, because of situations that have thrown you off balance or seemed very unfair to you. And the horse shows up to say, yes, allow yourself healing because your heart is pure. Your heart has always been pure. So stop telling yourself that, well, if you didn't do this and you didn't do that, if I didn't do this, I didn't do that. Hogwash. It's all hogwash. You did the very best choice that you had at that moment in time. Would you choose differently? Maybe, maybe not. But you learned from that experience. You learned that there were more choices available. But I think the biggest part here is to allow yourself some healing time. We're so go, go, go and busy, busy, busy. And we push down the bad and we turn away because we have to concentrate on this and that and the other thing. And today is a day where it says, no, 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 no. Today is a regroup day. Today is a day where you look at what is pulling you down into a lower energy field. And looking it in the eye and dealing with it, forgiving yourself, forgiving others. And I don't mean that you invite them over for tea on Sunday. But forgive them for their lack of caring, their lack of understanding, their lack of knowledge of how their influence hurt you in some way. Forgive them for being that dumb. Your heart is pure and free. A greater purpose calls to you. You have unlimited reserves, stamina, and strength. And that is the 8 energy, right? We do have that strength. We do have that courage today. And maybe it's the courage to look at those things. You follow the winds of change and accomplish your dreams. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.